Afternoon. I hope you're all doing well out there in YouTube land. Well, what we've been up to? Yeah, I know the updates have been slow, a bit like me really. So here I was yesterday finishing up just so I could show you nice people what I've been up to. Ooh, flower. And yeah, I fell over again and I've done my bloody footing again. But this is not an issue, it's not going to stop me. I've hobbled down here today and it's just going to be what it is. So, are you ready? Look at this floor. There's a floor in here. I didn't realise there was a floor in here. I know I'm not sure it's allowed. Look, organised shelves. Alright, it's organised chaos, but it is an organised shelf. Yeah? Organisation. This is just wrong. Ooh, CNC. Yeah. Bandsaw. Nearly clean. More organisation. This is just totally wrong. I don't know. I don't like my workshop being this tidy. Hence, I started making a mess already. Yeah. Projects on the go. Right, why am I doing all this, you're all going to wonder. Well, aside the ones that know me personally. Yeah. Mainly because I'm a total bloody idiot. No, that's not true. I'm worse than that. Right, what we've been doing is my daughter, who's blind, wants to make jewellery. And so we're in the process of... There's a little polishing lathe for her that spins around slow enough so she don't rip her fingers off. Yeah, with the drill set on level 1, so even if she does tangle something in it, it'll clutch out on her. That's going to be a sander. That's for the stone polisher. Already have the belt ready. Yeah, I need some Loctite and other bits and pieces. And that one there, which is off a CCTV camera, is going to be a resin spin dryer. Now she's going to buy me, or herself I should say, a vacuum chamber for infusing the wood with resins to make it harder. What else have we... Oh, we need a lathe. If anybody in Romford or local area has got a lathe for sale, yeah, and I don't mean 5,000 quid. I ain't got that sort of money. I'm retired. Yeah, 150 quid I can just about deal with. Yeah, there's a nice big slot there for it to fit in. And if it needs a table, that's organisable. But that's what I'm after at the moment, a lathe for her. So then I can knock out several hundred of whatever she wants to make, and then she can do whatever she wants to do with them. I have my lighting to go over that bench just there, if she wants it. So, yeah, I've really been busy, and as you can see, the 4-foot pile of rubbish no longer exists. Yeah, I even swept the floor and hoovered it. How wrong is that? And the problem with having a clear floor, of course, is, and nothing piled up anywhere, when I fall over it, bloody hurts. What else did we find while we're at it? That's not a mess, that's all cables that we're going to use for the copper. Yeah, she wants to put copper inlays in them. So why throw the cable away? It's useful. What we got in here? Yeah, the dark and dingy corner. Got my chairs. Lots of stock still. All the bits of plastic. Paint supplies. More paint supplies. What else? Just bits everywhere, but it's getting there. Yeah, so yeah, as and when it'll suddenly burst into life and get really messy again. I can guarantee you that. Still got to put a door on this. Yes, that really is the side of a washing machine to make a cabinet. Yeah, I don't see as it matters. It's there to keep the dust down, not the noise. Yeah, I don't want computer full of dust, so it'll be taped up, door put on it, yeah, and that's all I care about. Keep the dust away from the computer. Yeah, there's a bandsaw. Not as I don't like them, yeah, but don't buy one of these. The blades will not tighten up properly. I've tried everything and I cannot get that blade tight enough to hold a line, yeah, when it's cutting. And when I did give the one time I adjusted all the wheels on it, I added and subtracted diameter to the wheels and rubber belts, and the one time I did and I touched the belt, it pinged off and it smashed the other guide on it. I mean, how good is that? Smashing the guide. It's like weeks old and it's buggered. So yeah, when it dies this time, it might get beaten up with a sledgehammer and thrown in the scrap bin. Probably won't, mind you. I'll probably repair it again. But yeah, not happy with that at all. Titan tools, you need to sort your act out. Yeah, having the belt running behind a lip at the top that is part of the framework isn't helpful. Yeah, having the tightener that doesn't work isn't helpful. Yeah, having to hold the band on. Are you ready for this? You have to hold the band on at the bottom, the top, underneath the lip at the top, and then fit it behind a lip just here. Yeah, and then you can tighten the belt up. It just doesn't work. I don't have that many hands. Yeah, so it's just ridiculous. But yeah, not happy with that at all. Never buy a Titan one again. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, it's buggered. It's no longer within the safety parameters. Has no door on the protective bit. That's one of the bits it ripped off. Yeah, it ripped off its guide at the top. It cracked it down the bottom. Yeah, all just because the belt pinged off because it was tight. Disgusted I was. Yeah, that big old beast that I had been around for over 100 years, I reckon, and worked beautifully until I wore one of the wheels out. That's how bad I used it. I wore the wheel out. What else we've been doing? Oh yeah, look, loads under there. That was the central bench that I used to work on. Gone. No bench. How am I supposed to work now? Yeah, they're under there, full of junk. Yeah, and the one from the windows are above the CNC, full of bits. And on that bench, because I just needed the storage somewhere. Yeah, to get everything off the floor. Yeah, and as you can see, this is like nightmare zone. Oh, I have got spray paints there. Yes, I seem to have paint and cleaners everywhere. Could really do with one big cupboard, but again, yeah, where would I put it? But I do have a bench again, so it's not as bad as the world's ending. Yeah, I can put that down for now. What else did I do this last 2 weeks? Oh, I blew up that. Don't work. Yeah, for some reason it seems to be modulating when you turn the power onto a motor. Yeah, and not powering the motor. It just tells you there's a short there, even though the motor hasn't got a short. My wonderful cheap vernier calipers don't vernier anymore. The battery's gone again. Something else I've got to replace actually. Take battery out. Take battery with. See if I can find some. What else have I broken, destroyed? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, broken. Don't work. Broken, destroyed. Rock polisher, old one. It was horrible the day we got it, but the kids wanted it because it was like fun. On the bright side, still got stones in from about, and liquid, as you can see. When did I put that in there? Probably 5 years ago, so it's going to stink to high heaven when I hack that open. But yeah, building a new one of them, a big one, to polish lots of rocks apparently. Because I need them to put in the jewellery, Dad. Yeah, yeah. How do you know what colour they are? I'm going to give you all pink ones for your black jewellery. That'll work. What else we done? I did clean up there, but I've made a mess again. I'm going to make some more mess in a bit. Yeah, I'm going to be building a sanding table out of 1X drill, battery style. That's rubbish. One cutting disc. Yeah, no, I'm not using the cutting disc to sand. I'm using the backing pad. But the backing pad was too small. And I just needed something with an hole in. And my CNC's buggered because I haven't got a computer that works yet. So, yeah, that was like, well, that's about the right size. And then I dug these out. Yeah, cheapo sanding discs. And they're sticky ones, so they're going to get stuck on the front. Yeah, and hey presto, you have one of these that I can build a wood box round, so when she's sanding down woody rings, they will sit, if she drops them, into a wooden frame. Yeah, so she can't hurt herself or ping it across the workshop at herself. Yeah, and again, it'll be set on one. It won't go stupidly fast. Yeah, so yeah, that's like, okay, that's the way it's going to work. And because it's not stupidly fast, she can't hurt herself that much. Yeah, as she gets more aware of where her fingers are and tools and what they can do, I might let her on some of the big ones. But temporarily, I'm going to be doing it. What else we got? Stack of wood. One sleeper. It's a sleeper agent. Shh. Yeah, I'll put all the wood there until it's used up. That won't take long. Oh yeah. Got junk wood shelf. Cable, more of. I have cable everywhere. Hard drives, nearly a whole shelf of them. With optical drives, floppy drives somewhere in there, another power supply, server power supplies. They're great for the fans, by the way, super powerful. More power supplies. The bottom one is a micro vibration tester, but it's got some interesting bits in it that she wants. 1 gigabyte hubs. Yes, they're really 1 gigabyte hubs, but I've never found a use for them. I mean, when am I going to need 48 ports in a house? I suppose if I won the lottery or something stupid, I might, but 90% of the time, you'd never use it. Got the planer out. Found it was big and heavy, and I didn't have anywhere for it. Put it back under there, so it's gone back under a shelf again. So it came out from under a bench, and it's ended up under a shelf. Found the Barbie. What else we done? Stacked. Oh, flying boat. Yeah. Again, nowhere for it. So it was like, well, what can I do? So it's now a flying boat. That's for when I need to pray to the gods of yes. Hot glue. I have a bit of hot glue. I was considering, like, you know, should I buy some more? But I think I can wait a while yet. I think that's it. All the dishes, by the way, are ice cream dishes. I've got kids that love ice cream, so yeah. But they work in the workshop as well, and they last about, well, this sort, yeah, last about a year, unless you stomp on them, as you can see, or drop them. That sort lasts 6 months. Yeah, well, I say a year. I've got some of these that are 3 years old and still work, but the white ones are crap. They're not UV stable, so they die really quickly. Oh, an unlabelled one. What's that then? Ah, not unlabelled. Oh, light went out. That must mean battery's dying. Right, we're gonna, 40 minutes, yeah, we're gonna give up there. I'll stop rambling and let you all go and do something interesting and important in life. Take care. See you next time. That's it for today. It's time to say goodbye. Why don't you subscribe, like me, hate me, who cares? And have a nice day. Bye.